Hello everybody, it's Julia here from the Highly Sensitive Tarot, and I'm back today with a reading. I haven't done a tarot card reading for quite a few months now, but I thought it would be nice for me to do one every now and again, and I've just felt inspired the last couple of days, so I'm going to do just a short, small little reading looking at the energy of Valentine's Day, which is coming up for us all. Whether you believe in Valentine's Day or you celebrate it or it's a big deal, I do think this is a good time of the year to be looking at love, the emotion of love, your heart chakra, love in all its forms. So today I've got, what have I got? I've got 3 decks of oracle cards and I've got a deck of tarot cards, and I shall pull 1 card from each of the oracles and 3 cards from the tarot deck that I've got here, and we'll have a look and see what energies we get. So this obviously is for the collective. This is not a specific reading for anybody in particular. I'm just going to see what energies come. I do believe that with these kind of readings, they're just an energetic snapshot in time. It's not supposed to tell you your future. It's not supposed to tell you what's around the corner, what's going to happen. It's just putting ideas, possibilities, opportunities, energies from the cards, really, just putting them out there. And if they resonate with anybody, then fantastic, that's great. And if they don't, they don't. So yeah, anyway, I think everybody kind of knows the score with these kind of collective readings, so I won't waffle on about it too much. So I'm going to give these cards a little shuffle. These are my true love reading cards. I've got the book out here. I don't use these very often, but they are actually lovely cards for a kind of love reading. This is all I'm going to do, actually. This is on my phone. We're going to have 1 card for romantic love, 1 card for platonic love, and 1 card for self-love. And that's with the tarot cards. And as I said, plus 3 oracle cards. So I'm going to draw an oracle card from this true love deck, which is enormous and I can't shuffle it, which is why I'm not letting you see that on the camera because I'm shuffling it really badly. But anyway, so for Valentine's Day, if we could have a card, please, to represent the energy of Valentine's Day. And wow, look at that, the gardener. Do you know, I have drawn this card a few times for myself. It's a gorgeous card. Many of the cards in this deck actually are gorgeous, but this one in particular, I think I resonate very strongly with the garden. I love that the trees there are dyads, and inside the flowers here, inside lots of the flowers here, you can see little faces of the fairies. And what a garden. I would love to have that garden, wouldn't you? I could see myself sat on the bench there underneath the trees. What a beautiful place. So I'm going to read from the book for this, because I found with this True Love reading deck that the book is just lovely and gives so much more information than I could give, that's for sure. So let me just see if I can find it. There we are, the gardener. Okay, so nurture the seeds of love within you and help them grow. The gardener benefits throughout his life by learning how to nurture the feminine energies in his world. He builds up the garden beds, shapes the garden, puts up fences and trellises and turns the soil. He plants the seeds that the feminine gave him initially and protects them while they grow. Sometimes he has to work hard so that when harvest time comes, he can enjoy the full bounty of his reward. He learns how to be in harmony with her seasons and thereby profits from her beauty and abundance, while she benefits from his strength and his diligence. So that's nice, isn't it? Because that just makes me think about a couple, you know, a man and a woman, and how you can each profit from each other's strengths. The gardener finds a certain kind of inner peace with all aspects of his garden because it keeps him connected to the great feminine cycles of nature and Mother Earth. In nature, you cannot rush or force things. You cannot have fruit from your tree without planting the seed first and tending it patiently. You have drawn this card today so you may bring your attention to the work of your inner and outer gardener. It's time to consider what areas of your life need some weeding, planting, fertilizing, and other forms of constructive attention. I think my garden needs lots of attention. When the gardener calls, it means that some planning is required, followed by action taking with a willingness to work towards your goals realistically so that you may achieve them. Call on your inner gardener to help you nurture and cultivate the seeds that are ready to take root and sprout in your life. Isn't that nice? Nurture the seeds of love within you and help them grow. So this is, do you know what this makes me think of, this card? This is like, it just makes me think of things like the love languages. I don't know whether you saw a video that I did a long time ago about sort of knowing yourself, good ways to know yourself, and learning what your love languages are a really good way to know yourself and how you function in relationships and what you need from relationships. And I think that's what's going on here, isn't it? This is about tending the garden. It's about keeping the love tank topped up, you know, doing all of the necessary things to keep the relationship healthy and flourishing, whether that relationship is with yourself, with your family, or with a more romantic relationship with somebody. These relationships all need work, they all need tending, and we all have different ways, just like all these flowers and plants here. We all have different ways that we need to receive that love and care. So, wow, that's lovely, isn't it? I'm going to put that up there. I'm also going to draw one of these little tea leaf cards, little tea leaf oracle cards. I haven't got all of the cards here because I went through them and I realised that a lot of them are to do with career and things other than love and relationships. So I pulled out the cards that for me resonated with the energy of love and relationships. So let's give these a quick shuffle. And for the collective, please, a card. Thank you. So let's draw a card. And we have chair filled. Ooh, someone new is entering your life. Wow. So that may be a romantic somebody, or that could be a friend. But somebody new is entering your life. Somebody is coming to sit in the chair, in the empty spot in your life. Because that's what this is making me feel, is with chair filled. It's like perhaps you had a slot in your life that needed filling, whether that be with a friend or a romantic relationship, but it's sort of indicating, isn't it, that perhaps something was lacking somewhere in your life, that there was space for a new person. So perhaps something has ended for some of you, and there has been room made for somebody new to come into your life. As I said, that doesn't have to be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, you know, a romantic relationship. That can be a friend. It can be a family member. This reading is about love in general, so I should put that up there. And then I'm also going to draw one of these lastly as a little oracle card, which is my Island Time Wellness card. And again, these are cards that are all about relationships, all kinds of relationships, whether platonic or not, whether good or bad. So let's see what we get, please, for this reading. A card, please, for Valentine's Day. Okay. So, oh, I can't get that off the table. So what do we have? We have the dragonfly. How lovely. Be light-hearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change and heal. So that would be good advice for any of us at any time in life, really, wouldn't it? Is adapt, change and heal. So this would suggest to me that perhaps something has recently come to the forefront in your life. Something has something may be challenging you in some way in your life at the moment. You might be struggling with something or somebody or yourself. You may have found something out about somebody in your life, or found out an aspect of yourself that in some way was hidden. But I think this card really is urging you to not overthink it, not take it too seriously, not dwell too much, but to be light-hearted about it, to see whatever this is that's come to light in your life with all its different colours and multifacetedness, like a dragonfly. Because dragonflies are quite illusionary, really. They're often in different lights. They can appear different to us, can't they? So perhaps this is something that you've just recently seen with different eyes. You've just recently seen something different in a person or a situation. And I think this card is urging you to not take it to heart too much, to be light-hearted about it, to not dwell, to not let it become a darkness within you, and to perhaps even to use that energy to help you to heal some of the things that might be going on in your life. So I'm also now going to draw 3 tarot cards, and I'm going to use the Light Seekers deck here, as I think it's a beautifully emotional deck, and I think it will go really well with the cards that I've already drawn here. So we've got the Gardener, we've got Chair Filled, and we've got the Dragonfly. Okay, so let's give these a good shuffle. See if anything wants to ping out, which I don't think it does. No. Okay, so for Valentine's Day, please, we could have 3 cards, and we have the 8 of Cups. And this is for, let me remember rightly what order. So this is romantic love, the 8 of Cups. And for platonic love, we have the Six of Swords. And for self-love, we have the Nine of Wands. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? We've got the Hanged Man here at the bottom of the deck. Often think that's interesting. So, the Eight of Cups is the romantic love. So to me, this would suggest that perhaps you have walked away from something recently, whether that be the idea of something or the reality of something, but you have walked away from it. You've turned your back. You've decided to head in a different direction. It's interesting, isn't it? Because we had somebody new entering your life here, which would suggest that somebody has left, wouldn't it? Or that you have left. So you've made space in your life, you know, out with the old and in with the new. And on the dragonfly, we also had finding out, didn't we? Things coming to light, and the need to adapt, change and heal. So as I said, for some of you, this may well mean that romantically, you've discovered something about somebody or your relationship or yourself, and you have walked away from that situation here, looking here with really no regrets, with your head held high, looking off to the sun rising in the future, to that bright blue sky. You've kind of left that emotional turbulence behind you. With the platonic love card, which is the Six of Swords, so this is talking about friends, family, anybody that you care about in your life but you're not in a intimate relationship with. So the Six of Swords talks of moving away from difficult energy again, doesn't it? Of moving to a place of safety in your mind, letting go of negative thinking, letting go of sort of self-sabotaging thoughts and behaviour, moving into a much more positive headspace. So that could well, again, imply that you have made some big changes in your life recently, some big changes that have caused you to have to leave certain people or certain situations behind. But I do see that as being a very positive thing here for you. And then we've got with the Nine of Wands, this is self-love. So this is a very proud card, isn't it? This is like, this is kind of saying you can do it. You're so nearly there. Look at all the effort that you've put in, you know, stand up straight, stand up tall, be proud, have courage in yourself, have confidence in yourself. You know, you may be feeling a bit battered and bruised, perhaps by some of the things that have happened in life just recently. But you're still here, you're still standing tall, you're still holding on to your wand. There's still fire and energy in that wand. There's still fire and energy in your belly. Yeah. And then we've got the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. And often the Hanged Man, I think, is kind of the crux of a situation, really. So for me, this is like time out, isn't it? And I can see that here in the cards, actually, with the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Wands. They're all kind of cards of moving away from difficult things, but actually sitting in your own energy, sitting in your energy of positivity, yeah, these are cards of leaving negativity behind, all of them, really. Yeah, it's like, although we've got movement here with the Six of Swords, you know, we're traveling here. With the Eight of Cups, we're moving. With the Nine of Wands, we've stopped for a time. There's a pause. We're nearly at that completion, but we've stopped for a pause. And I think perhaps that's where you could potentially be right now. It is my feeling about this reading that for some of you this may represent a breakdown of a romantic relationship, or certainly the breakdown of a very significant relationship with somebody, something that you may feel you've put a lot of work into, but that just hasn't worked out for you. It could be that you found things out, that things were presented to you, things that you needed to change over, things you needed to adapt over. And I can see that you've been doing that here with the Six of Swords. You're definitely moving into a better, more healthier headspace. In the relationships with everybody around you, including yourself, I think, here. And that's what the Hanged Man is all about, isn't it? That's the crux of the matter. The Hanged Man is time out for you, isn't it? It's reflective time. It's time to try and look at things from a different perspective, to kind of open your mind to new possibilities, to look at things as new possibilities, to look at things freshly, which I think the Dragonfly card over here is encouraging you to do also. But it does look like somebody new is coming into your life, or has come into your life here with the chair filled. I don't see this as a romantic person or a romantic relationship, but I do see this as a good friend, as somebody that you can trust, somebody that you can sit and talk to, somebody that's there for you, somebody that wants to listen to you. So that's what the chair filled is making me feel, is that, you know, somebody sat there ready to talk, somebody is sat there ready to listen. Yeah. So, as I said, I haven't done a reading for quite some time, and it's quite strange to be sat here doing it, to be honest. I do a lot of readings for myself, but I tend to sort of ponder my readings over long periods of time, and I journal them, and to sit and read the cards on camera under pressure is quite difficult, and so I hope that I've done it justice, and I hope that some of it resonates for you. I think they're beautiful cards, actually. I can see that there's been a great deal of strength and inner sort of self-discipline. There's been a lot of hard work put into some of your relationships recently. I can see that you've let go of difficult relationships, of relationships that weren't working for you. You've been moving and working on yourself to get yourself into a better headspace. You could have been spending time outdoors, pottering around in your garden, being out in nature, doing things that make you feel good about yourself. I feel that even if you may feel alone, because that's something that I've just noticed with these cards, actually all three of these cards here is a woman on her own, and if that's how you've been feeling recently, is alone, I think it's important to say that you're not, you know, that there is somebody there that is interested in you, that wants to listen, that loves you, that cares about you and wants to take that time for you, somebody that has sat down and is ready to listen and to be there for you. And I do see this reading here as a big time of healing. I think there's been a lot of change, a lot of movement, a lot of very positive change and a lot of very positive movement. And I can see this as very healing for you. This is definitely a time to look at things with new eyes. You know, you may feel that you've sacrificed certain things in your life, but it's been a necessary sacrifice. You will have grown from this sacrifice. Yeah, I can see that here. There's definitely growth, isn't there? There's definitely movement and there's definitely growth. And yeah, so I hope that some of that might resonate for some of you. I would love to hear your comments in the comment box. And yeah, so there we go. As I said, I haven't done a reading for ages, and it's quite a strange thing to sit here and do, isn't it? So there we go. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it resonated for some of you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.